Hey, this is King Firehawk from 1640 PWPR. Coming up, the Blind Tag Podcast, which is exclusive here to 1640 PWPR, the home of pro wrestling podcast radio and more.
Hello out there in the podcast world. Once again, you've reached the Blind Tag. My name is Big Dick Gideon, and I'm alongside, of course, two members of the Fallen Angels. We have Dante.
Hey.
And we have Kryim.
Hey!
And sort of a slower week, but we got some stuff we can talk about, I think. So we'll start off with, we'll start off with the Hall of Fame.
All right, well, yeah, because I have it up.
Yeah, because you have it up, and it's easy for me to read now. So we'll start there.
That's that's what's on my computer screen.
Yeah.
So, the Hall of Fame is shaping up to be interesting.
Yeah.
Obviously, the headliner they have is Sting.
Yes.
Which,
I mean, he belongs. I mean, it's,
Does he?
Sting?
In the WWE Hall of Fame?
There is no other Hall of Fame.
I know, but...
Okay, there isn't. It's not the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't consider it. I just consider it the Wrestling Hall of Fame. That's what I consider it.
No, Cauliflower Club is the one that does the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Yeah, the Cauliflower Alley.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the one that's, considered the real Hall of Fame. But, no, I agree. I mean, Sting does...
I think he belongs in there.
He does.
I
mean, he fits.
Yeah.
You have The Godfather, who's also been announced.
There's your gimmick. I mean...
I think... I don't know.
Should we also mention who's inducting each one?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we're going to get to that in just a second, yeah.
Godfather? You know what? Yeah, I can see it just being the gimmick one, because it looks like that's what they're going to do each year.
Yeah.
There's a certain category that it's unspoken of.
Yeah.
Everyone has...
Every year there's at least one gimmick.
There's one gimmick.
Yeah.
Last year I think it was the Bushwhackers.
Yeah, but the Bushwhackers were good. They counted as a gimmick and a tag team.
Yeah,
they were solid all the way around.
Their induction speech, though.
That brought the house down. That was great.
It was amazing.
Well, the reason why is because look at the persona that they showed for so long, that they were just like these simpleton,
just crazy.
Crazy. And then you hear such eloquence come out of them, and...
They did such good shtick together, too.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like watching an Abbott and Costello. Their timing was flawless together.
Yeah, it really was. It was really, really cool to see.
Kind of like you and cancer.
I'd like to have that.
Yeah.
Thank you for
kidding me to the Bushwhackers.
That'd be cool. But
I'm saying the chemistry is there. I mean, we us as a tag team, even when I was managing, when we did our early promos, you could tell that we definitely had a connection, not like other tag teams.
Yeah.
Moving on.
The Fabulous Freebirds.
This is long time overdue, in my opinion. The Fabulous Freebirds. Long time overdue.
And since Michael Hayes made it in, that does give Hulk Hogan some hope that he might be able to go back into the Hall of Fame. We all know the history of Michael Hayes and...
dropping N-bombs.
Yeah.
Don't do that, by the way.
The way he feels sometimes, with Mark Henry incidents.
Oh, my God.
There's a... Look, I can try to explain what the Mark Henry incident is, but...
There's no point. I mean...
for good tastes, and you know how I am about good taste.
Yeah.
I would suggest looking it up, and then laugh about it, and then you can come back to the show, because he drops some not so nice words about Mark Henry. And
it's bad.
It's bad.
But the Fabulous Freebirds do belong in, and
God.
Everybody in. They all got in, correct?
Yes, they actually are going to be putting in. Yeah, I was worried that they weren't going to put in Jimmy Garvin because he was an official Freebird.
Yeah,
but at the same time, he came late.
Yeah,
and because they didn't induct Ole Anderson into the Four Horsemen. They inducted Arn. They inducted Tully. They inducted Barry Windham and Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Ole wasn't inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oof.
So, I mean, that's why I was kind of hoping that they would put Jimmy Garvin in because you know, if I'm not mistaken, it's just Michael and Jimmy left anyway.
Yeah, but but that's all right. I mean, like I said, they do belong in. They've had great matches, and they've just announced today, right? Just announced today.
Earlier today.
The Big Boss Man.
Oh my God, the man from Cobb County, Georgia.
Big Boss Man.
To be fair, I remember him. When I was a child, watching in the very early or the very late '80s and into the '90s. Of course, he was there during the Attitude Era.
Yes.
But the Big Boss Man. I remember only once though.
When he took Big Show's dad.
Oh my God!
Big Show.
One of the best,
God.
promos in the world. Okay, is when he and Big Show were feuding, and there was two. There was one when he was talking to his mom, and he found out that Big Show's a bastard, and he just screams at the screen, he's like, "Your mom, you're a big nasty bastard, and your mom just said so." And then at his dad's funeral, he drags the casket away.
And Big Show jumps on the back of it as it's being dragged down the road.
It's so good.
Those were some great promos. Now, I'm just gonna riff for a second. Along with those promos, also was when they did the Katie Vick promo, which was Kane's. Was supposed to be Kane's old high school, girlfriend. And Triple H dressed up as Kane and was, it was like at a mock funeral, and they, he mocked, fucked the fake mannequin in the casket, and he was doing all crazy shit. But the weird thing is true. If I'm not mistaken, I heard the story is that WWE rented the funeral home, but they only rented half the funeral home. So when they're filming all this nuts stuff going on, there's another funeral, and people are walking by and seeing this shit happen.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! I didn't know that.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I did hear that story. Yeah,
that is fucking terrible.
Yeah, you're weeping, you're sad because you have, and you look to your right, and there's a dude fucking a mannequin in a coffin. I mean,
wow.
I don't know what to. I mean, like, but
I mean, what if you were that other family who was really trying to say goodbye to your loved one, and that was going on in the next room? Would you demand your money back?
I don't know.
I mean, like, how would you?
If it was me,
I would be so pissed. Honestly, I would.
If it was me, if I was the one that died, I can guarantee my whole family would be like, "Yep, this is exactly how he'd want to go out.
This is it.
This is it.
This is it. It couldn't have gone any better.
Couldn't have gone any better. This is exactly what This is exactly what Kryim would want.
Considering your friends, yeah.
Yeah, my friends are all fucked up, so they would actually.
I could see maybe somebody propping you up in your casket or something.
Seriously, fucking have a beer with me.
We're gonna do something fucked up.
Oh yeah,
we will.
Absolutely. But
we'll give you your Irish wake. We will.
Oh, thank God.
So the inductors there are for Sting. They're doing Ric Flair.
That's the only person I could think to induct Sting.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. I mean, you could do Hulk Hogan, but Hulk
Hogan, you can't.
Can't
no, you
can't.
Right
now.
There is no such thing as Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, there's gonna be this spell and counterspell right now.
You're gonna have the light in the dark, right there.
Counterspell. For the Godfather, you got Bradshaw.
And Ron Simmons.
So
you got APA inducting the Godfather. So my guess is there's going to be a good party coming on Hall of Fame night.
You have Kevin Von Erich inducting the Fabulous Freebirds, which...
Here's the thing. Kevin Von Erich has been stating that he's not sure what his role is going to be. So nobody knows if he's 100% going to induct the Freebirds. It would only make sense since that is one of the biggest rivalries in
tag team history.
In tag team history, exactly. The Von Erichs and the Freebirds.
Yeah.
I mean, you watch any
I'm going to go on the network, actually, and probably watch a few of those.
Dude, you're fantastic.
Yeah.
The heat. The heat that the Freebirds had in Texas was ridiculous.
They had that $1 Million Man heat.
$1 Million Man had the Freebird heat.
Oh, the other way around.
Oh my God, dude.
They had that Rowdy Piper heat.
You couldn't Because here's the thing, you watch them, right? Because the Freebirds were rarely the first persons to come out to the theme music, right?
Yeah.
They came out to, obviously, Freebird.
Yeah.
And then...
then they made their own.
Yeah, and then they made their own. But then they... but the Von Erichs, if I'm not mistaken, they came out to LaGrange, okay?
Oh.
And as they're coming through the crowd... You have Kerry Von Erich, the Texas Tornado.
Yeah,
he was the looker of the group. He was the one
pretty boy.
But all of them were pretty boys, and the guys couldn't get through the crowd without getting mauled by the women.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, it was ridiculous. They were getting pulled side to side, getting kissed on the cheek. Like they couldn't get through the crowd. The women were like, "You think Roman Reigns is over there?" No.
Have you ever heard or seen anything about women in strip bars?
Yeah.
With men, they're fucking animals. Women are animals when it comes to men.
Yeah.
I mean, they are. They'll grope them and pull on them.
It's not sexual harassment because I'm a woman. Ah!
Right? I guess so.
Anyway.
But yeah, they have no qualms about grabbing and
it was ridiculous. I mean, seriously, any Freebird, any Von Erich match, watch him. I'm telling you, like they couldn't get their hands off of fucking Kerry.
Wow.
Right? It was ridiculous. Like.
What you're saying is he did very well. That's what you're saying.
Oh my God, he had to beat away the pussy with a fucking stick, dude. Nah, man, they would line up with fucking ticket fucking outside his door.
Wow.
You kidding me?
Deli tickets?
Oh yeah, deli tickets. Absolutely. Now
Number
41.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But
so that's cool. So they don't know who's inducting Big Boss Man, but we're probably going to find that out in a few days.
Is One Man Gang still alive?
Not that
Hold on.
I am aware
Vamp for
of.
me.
Yeah,
Vamp
that's a
for
good question.
Vamp for me.
One would imagine. I don't know. You guys usually tell me who dies. So
One Man Gang is still alive. If he's still alive, then I would suggest One Man Gang inducts
Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man because they were tag team partners of Twin Towers.
Yeah.
Or you can get dig up Reverend Slick and have Slick give it a little
dig
sermon.
up Reverend Slick.
Well, Slick's not doing too much.
What has he been up to?
Yeah, well, he's a reverend. I mean, he's legit reverend. So, I mean, they brought him on that one Raw, and he got King to laugh his ass off because he was talking about I got paid in Yardbird, whatever the fuck that means.
Okay.
So that's what I would admit. But there's also rumor that there's a couple other ones that are coming. The female inductee this year, I heard the rumor of Jacqueline was going in. Miss Jackie.
Why?
Why not? I mean, fine.
Sure. Why the fuck not?
I mean, well, who would you induct
as a woman?
Yeah, as a woman.
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't have one like in my pocket. Like I don't have one set up.
I mean, you have most of the. I mean, they got most of them in there. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, they got Miss Elizabeth.
Yes.
Is Sherry in?
Sherry is in.
Okay.
Luna is in. I mean,
is Sable in?
They will not put Sable in.
They put Sunny in.
Miss Elizabeth?
If they put Sunny in, they could put Sable in.
Well, see, the thing is... Well, see, that's what I don't understand, because...
What?
Sable, all she did was Playboy, which was via Vince.
It's not so much, if I'm not mistaken, it's not so much that she did Playboy or whatever. It's the fact that she had such attitude that they fucking...
They genuinely disliked her.
She really did kind of... Yeah, but the thing is, Deucey fucking burned her bridge, too, when she made it in.
Just leave it alone. Just leave it on the floor. She did burn her bridge.
I'm saying, so...
Anything's possible.
Blatantly went to the enemy and said, fuck your fucking belt.
True, but in the same aspect... It's Ducey still had friends in the business.
Sable doesn't have any friends.
I don't think Sable has any friends in the business.
And coming from me, which is going to sound weird, in Sunny's defense, she didn't start doing all this porn stuff until after she was inducted.
Yeah, right.
She wasn't on Wrestling Vixens or any of that stuff until after she was inducted.
Yes.
I know that even Sunny still has. I mean, she still has good ties to the business. I'm pretty sure that Vince would fucking, maybe not right now, but
well, she's claiming that they're helping her get clean right now, but who knows?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
But when it comes to fucking Sable, it's the only person who's really vying for her is the husband, and that's Brock Lesnar. And if she makes it in, it's only because of Brock, only because Brock politicking.
I don't know, man.
What about Terry Runnels?
Terry?
You could
put in Terry. I mean, Dustin would put her in, absolutely.
Well,
I mean, it's their exes, but I mean,
he'd put her in.
He'd put her in.
Yeah.
But she was a really great manager.
She was.
Yeah.
She did a lot of work. Everybody did.
She started off as the makeup girl.
She did. And
she did.
Oh, yeah. And then she moved into a managerial role in WCW. She was known as Alexandra York of the York Foundation.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's when they started taking the wrestlers and like revamping them. Like Terry Taylor came back and he was Terrence Taylor. Ricky Morton came back and he had a suit and tie. He was Richard Morton.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, like it was like they got Thomas Wildfire Rich instead of Tommy Rich. It was. But the funny thing is, I could never really tell Tommy Rich or Ricky Morton apart. They both had that blonde mullet thing in them.
Anyway, so that's the Hall of Fame.
All blondes look the same to you?
Moving on. You should.
So something interesting happened this past week on Raw, and I do want to talk about it real quick because it is coming up this weekend. Dean Ambrose.
Today's Raw or last week's Raw?
Last week's Raw.
Okay, because it's currently Monday right now, and we were watching the first hour of Raw.
Which was good.
Which first hour
we'll get to that
good.
in a second.
Yeah.
But.
Sorry.
So Dean Ambrose has a title match with Triple H at a online pay-per-view called Roadblock this coming Saturday. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is interesting for me, and the reason I say this is because Dean could go over and the storyline could still be the same.
How's that?
Okay. Dean goes over on Triple H. Okay. Triple H can still put himself into the match, mm-hmm. and you can have a triple threat match for the WWF title, okay, mm-hmm. at WrestleMania. Roman Reigns still has his shot. Mm-hmm. Triple H is still part of the main event like he wants to be, and you can still please the crowd by having Dean go over.
You could. That's actually not such a bad idea. And at that WrestleMania, you could tease a fucking heel turn by either Dean or
Roman.
Dean or Roman.
Yeah, but we all know that's not going to happen.
But we have to give that idea to Shane.
Yeah, because he's got the box.
He's got the box.
He's the keeper of the lockbox.
But that's an interesting thing.
It's a good theory.
It's a good theory. I mean, why set up a match for Dean against Triple H if only to squash him on an online pay-per-view? That's just bad booking.
See, I think you're misunderstanding the word squash.
Well, let's face it, he got squashed last week by Triple H. He got the shit kicked out of him.
After he had a match with fucking a couple people.
It still keeps him... I mean, it shows that he got beat down, but it was done in a heel way.
Yeah.
He got him while he was already down.
Yeah, but why...
It still keeps them both... It still keeps them kind of strong.
I just don't see why give him a match. Why?
Why give him a match?
Why give him a match if he's going to lose... and then not be a part of the main event at Mania?
Because you want to watch... number one, you want to sell tickets to whatever event you're going to put this on.
Sure. Okay. I understand that. Okay. But I just don't where's the end game? I don't see it. I don't see it if Dean doesn't go over.
I think what the end game really is that they need more subscribers to the network, and that's why they're doing this pay-per-view.
Short game. They're playing the short game.
They're playing the short game. All right. Yep. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'll watch it. I will watch it.
When is it? It's on a
Saturday.
It's
Saturday.
It's on the network. Yeah.
Cool. Something to do while I'm at Wizark.
Yeah, so
a little carny.
So that should be interesting. One thing we also want to talk about is a couple injuries happened this past week.
Okay, what is going on in the WWE? It's like this like a fucking World War II infirmary right now?
Emma got hurt because she was going against Asuka, and Asuka works snug. It's what she does.
True, very true.
Okay.
I watched that bitch snugs the shit out of people.
She works snug. She didn't. There was no malice or anything like that. It was just an accident, and it's just
working the way she works.
She's just working the way that works. Mm-hmm. Charlotte got fucked by Becky, right? She got knee
to the face.
Knee to the face. This is like, it's not like they're out for 6 months or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Emma was back in the ring, I think, the following night. Yeah. Okay, but Charlotte's fine. Shit. This just gets filed into shit happens.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what happens. Roman Reigns broke his fucking nose. So,
Sheamus got injured.
Yeah, Sheamus got... Wow, he did?
Yeah, he fucked up his something. He was bleeding up the entire match.
Oh, yeah, he fucked up his head. Yeah, the injuries happen, I
mean, it was a bloodbath fucking that...
Yeah, it was pretty rough. That night was pretty rough. But I'd like I said, Asuka just works snug. That's all.
I think it's going with the theme that's been happening in the past month where, as you can tell, if you're a viewer, things are getting a little bit more Attitude Era.
Yes.
We will see a little bit more color. We will hear a little bit more colorful language.
Yeah.
Things are going to get a little bit more racy.
Yeah, a little more adult.
Yeah.
A little more adult, which is only natural. We've been in the PG area for about 10 years now. Yeah. The same crowd, if that same crowd is still watching, they want more adult content because they themselves are more an adult.
If you want, we can lead into tonight's Raw, which when it started off, when Vince walked out, everybody started chanting asshole.
Now, to be fair, they are in Chicago. Okay?
Well, yeah.
But,
and holy shit. And and the thing is they didn't bleep it out.
No, they didn't.
Left it on. Before, they used to do that 3-second delay where...
Yeah, they're able to... They actually are able to pipe in and silence the crowd.
Yeah.
But they're not doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
it's...
when you get a CM Punk chant, they don't block it out.
They don't block it out, which I hope it is getting a little edgier, and I am more interested. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, because it's not cartoony.
It's not cartoony. It's not. And I tell you what, I don't know how they're going to do it, but Shane has to go over at Mania on the Undertaker. I don't know how they're going to do it and still keep Undertaker strong, but he has to do it because I'm fucking done with the authority angle. I'm done.
The only way...
What if they do a double count out?
No, the Undertaker...
Well, it's Hell in a Cell.
It's a Hell in a Cell, so it's... Yeah.
It's Hell in a Cell.
How about Undertaker just gives up? And I'll tell you why. Just follow me here. Shane doesn't give up.
Yeah,
and he's beating the shit out of Shane, and you know what? He just feels bad, and no, I'm not doing this anymore.
He already said to Vince last week, your son's blood is on your hands.
Yeah,
so that could lead up to exactly what you said.
Undertaker just leaving out.
Just walks out. No, I'm not, and I'm not doing this anymore. I beat him to a bloody pulp because you're way Dante was just saying it. Everything's been kind of getting more edgier, bloodier, whatever. And you can't do, in my opinion, you can't do a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania and not gig.
Oh, somebody's bleeding.
Somebody's got to bleed.
The Undertaker might bleed.
And they started off with keeping Shane strong tonight when they had the jabrones go in and he cleared them out all MMA style.
Yeah, cleared them out. Cleared out the security. So
I mean, he is a black belt.
He looks great. I mean, you can tell he's clearly been hitting the gym. Okay,
you think he's gonna jump off the jumbotron at Jerry World?
Oh my god, I hope not.
Because that's a long fall. Okay,
that's a big one. Here's a question for you guys.
Yes.
Do you think they'll sell out Jerry World?
How many people?
Over 100,000 can fit in that stadium.
No, I don't think so. No.
Right
now the card isn't there. Yeah. It's not. It's not that big of a card.
It's
no.
Your main event is Triple H and Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Undertaker, Shane McMahon, Brock Lesnar, and
well, it's supposed to be Dean. Yeah.
At the time.
So it's nothing.
At the time, Pontiac Silverdome, what was it, 98,000?
Yeah, but that was Andre and Hogan.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no Andre and Hogan. There's no. I mean, like even at John Cena, you come back and you have John Cena versus Triple H. Still not enough to fucking get...
Not for 100,000.
Not for 100,000.
I mean, even if you brought The Rock back, I don't think he could do it.
No.
You could... I mean, like, if you brought out Muhammad Ali in his prime against fucking Hulk Hogan, then maybe you could sell out Jerry World.
Maybe... you would need... Yeah, you would need Austin in his prime...
Yeah.
...versus The Rock in his prime... ...versus... Triple H in his prime for a triple threat match for the WWF title.
No, take out Triple H, you put in Hulk Hogan. Or you put in another super fucking huge name.
Yeah.
Triple H, look, he's the top dog in this business right now. But you know what? He's not Austin. He's not Austin.
You want guys
he's
who can
not
work,
Hulk
though.
Hogan.
You know,
not The Rock.
Hogan can't work anymore.
Yeah. But it's... I was just like, because that's a big stadium, and, it's the biggest show, their biggest show of the year. It's WrestleMania. And, they're trying to push it real hard. I'm like... Jerry World is very, very big. It's never been sold out. Jerry World has never been sold out, even when they first opened it.
Yeah, you can't.
Even for the first opening for the Dallas Cowboys, it still wasn't sold out. So, I don't know.
I wonder if Shawn Michaels is going to make a surprise appearance and maybe
if you did
fuck Triple H somehow because
it's possible, Yeah.
You've lost your way, bro. My friend, you've lost your way. You're letting the authority.
Yeah.
What is this? This isn't you.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
You know what?
Wait, that's another good idea.
Give it to Shane.
I gotta give it to Shane.
You know what could sell out Jerry World? I could tell you what could sell out Jerry World.
What?
If they promoted it right. One last round, one more round. Shawn Michaels, Austin. It's both in Texas. They're all Texas boys. That's the only thing I can think of that could sell out Jerry World.
But it can't be a surprise. You have to book
That's
that
what I'm
now.
saying. No, you don't.
You have to book that right now.
Yeah,
it's too late. It's too late to do that.
Yeah,
but
so
if they were to announce the next time they go out to the Dallas Stadium, I'm going to stop saying Jerry World because we've been beating that horse to death. Mm-hmm. But the next time they go there, if they really want to sell it out, you got to book 2 Texans in a match.
You got to do something.
You can't, because they're not going to sell it out with fucking Roman Reigns and Triple H. It's not going to happen.
They can't.
No, there's not
enough star power.
Triple H isn't that guy anymore.
He's not. He's not. And
to be fair, he was never that guy.
It's true. Triple H was never the guy.
DX as a whole could do it.
But that's DX. That's not just Triple H.
But it wasn't just a guy.
Yeah.
It was a group that made that dynamic.
Yeah.
But even so, Triple H was never ahead of Austin.
No.
He was never ahead of The Rock.
He was never the man.
He was like third in line.
But he was the best heel that they had.
Absolutely, 100%. But he was never the
man.
Top.
Yeah, he was never the man.
He was never the man. He you had Hogan, Bret Hart. Moving on, you had The Rock, Austin, and then you had and
then pretty much Cena or Edge for a little while was there, and then there was sort of like a talent vacuum, and then Cena came up.
And
that was it.
That's it. And, even Cena's not Cena's not in Austin.
Well, no, he doesn't. See, it's not fair to say John Cena doesn't have the talent. Because he does have.
That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. That is not what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm saying that there's not a mega boom with him at the helm.
Not as a face.
True. That's 100% true. But there's no mega boom with him at the helm. He's not the mega star.
No.
Okay. And I watched a clip of Sami Callihan, and he was doing a shoot video for Rob Feinstein.
Yeah.
And he does nothing but praise for John Cena. He's like, I think that man's a machine. Like, he's like, I legit think he has robotics in him. Because he
is a robot.
Because he doesn't sleep. Apparently, like, he goes out with the boys up until, like, 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then he's in the gym at 5 a.m. Banging it out.
Banging and clanging.
And, when do you sleep? When does this motherfucker sleep?
Sleep is for people that don't have a dream. John Cena is fucking living the dream. He's got probably one of the hottest women in fucking WWE on his fucking arm. Mm-hmm. He's the man. He's the face of the fucking company. Why would he risk that by being lazy?
I'm not saying be lazy.
No, I'm saying... That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you need to have more than 3 hours of
sleep
a night.
Not if you're John Cena.
Not if you're John Cena,
Well, I guess, again, it goes to show that he is Super Cena. He is a cyborg. He is the prototype.
He is what we would call the alpha wrestler. Those from which all other wrestlers come from.
He's Wrestler Prime.
He's Wrestler Prime.
In the shoot video, he's like, I have nothing but respect for him. Anybody who talks down about him have no clue what the fuck this guy's all about.
Yeah.
He says, like, he came to, apparently he came to the performance center and would just let guys let him pick his brain and, and he actually, if I'm not mistaken, he filtered down some knowledge to Callahan.
Yeah.
And then, which I heard, which kind of was like, holy shit. I mean, the fruit that I could pick from this guy's tree of knowledge, which was, there's no heels or faces anymore, and that makes sense. He says, you're your own brand.
Yeah.
You got to picture yourself as like a sports team. I'm the Washington Redskins. You're the New York Giants.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm just doing what I do.
Yeah.
You hate me in your town, sure. Yeah. But
in my town, I'm the man.
But in your town, you're the man.
Yeah.
So you have to look at it as you're an individual franchise.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's actually a very good.
That's a
thinking.
Fucking perfect analogy because he says that Cena goes to these towns and they absolutely fucking hate him,
despise him,
and he still wins them over on the mic. Yeah. Right when he gets on the mic, they boo the shit out of him, and by the end of it, they fucking cheer him. Right.
Yeah.
And then he says that there's towns where he goes in and he's absolutely loved. And he says in those towns, he likes to fuck around. He just likes to have fun in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, John Cena, like, he gets a lot of flack for, being Superman, okay? But you know what? He can only do what the higher-ups tell him to do, okay?
It's true.
And when the higher-ups tell you you're going over, guess what? You're going over.
Here's your script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, okay? So, but he's out there, when he's healthy, of course, every fucking week, never misses a show, does charity work, and is waking up at 5 a.m. to hit the fucking gym. Okay.
Not only that, but he's got the pull if he wanted to only do Raw or SmackDown.
If he wanted to, yeah.
But he doesn't. He does those fucking live events.
Yeah.
He does fucking live shows.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys, 100%. He's just a fucking machine.
He is a fucking.
He doesn't sleep.
I've said before that, like, as much as maybe he's bland, which he has been working on, I think, especially in ring.
The problem is that he's.
Because he's
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Like...
All Hulk needed was his big boot.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Hulk Hogan was great in his era because, nobody's seen that type of thing before.
Yeah.
But, because Hulk Hogan was always Superman.
Yeah.
You couldn't beat Superman.
You can't beat Superman. You
But,
gotta cheat to beat Superman.
Yeah, cheat to beat Superman.
Yeah.
And now, John Cena's a Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He's Superman. You gotta cheat to be Superman. And nobody likes that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, they want more gritty.
Yeah.
They don't want the clean
That's
cut
why
hero
people
anymore.
like Dean. People like Dean more than Roman, okay? Because Dean is a dirtier character than Roman is.
He's gritty and a little bit on the Joker psychotic side.
Yeah.
And
he's a
Joker's
dirtier
that
character.
anti-hero, just like Deadpool is the anti-hero.
Yes.
He's a dirtier character than Roman. Roman is a lot more clean cut.
Yeah.
Which is why they're trying to push Roman so hard. But the crowd's just not having it anymore, man. They're just not. They don't want it. They want Dean. They want Dean over bad.
Yeah.
But again, every time the crowd wants somebody, it becomes a curse to that person's career.
Yeah.
I
don't want anything bad to happen. But you know what? Hopefully, I hope that at WrestleMania, Shane McMahon goes over somehow, and finally they get rid of the authority angle because it's fucking played the fuck out.
The bad boss is played out. It's been too long.
Yeah.
For the heels to have power, it's time for the faces to.
We need a year.
We need a year of face power.
Yeah,
we do, because
damn,
it's been 3-4 years,
3.5, 4 years of the authority just.
I'm tired of hearing fucking Steph screaming.
Oh my god!
Oh god! I'd rather be listening to Vicky Guerrero singing "Excuse Me."
Oh, she was over though.
She was over.
Oh my god!
Excuse me.
She was over like free beer. Everybody just hated her.
But that's why she was. So
I know. I loved Vicky Guerrero. She came out and everybody just fucking hated her. Did not give a shit what she had to say. But she fed into that.
That'd be awesome if they brought Vicky back.
For what?
To go up against the authority.
Oh, but then you have to cheer Vicky, right?
Yeah, nobody wants to.
I don't know. That's not gonna work.
I don't know. Maybe. You never know.
You never know what's
over. The crowd is weird.
Yeah.
They can turn.
Yeah.
No, I think Vicky's
a great heel.
Vicky's done.
Well,
no. I mean, she's doing her own thing now.
She is?
Yeah, she's doing like some type of medical administration thing now.
All right.
So she legitimately, like when she pushed Steph into the pudding or whatever the fuck it was, and she did a little homage to fucking
wrestle.
Eddie. Like I knew that was the last time she would be a serious work. She might come back for like a spot.
Yeah.
Nothing
like the host of Raw or something.
Yeah, nothing big.
Let's see. What else do we got? We talked about the injuries. We talked about the Hall of Fame. We talked about selling out.
WrestleMania is going to be good because they're going to put they're going to give us the women's wrestling match that we want.
Yes. We're getting the triple threat match. We're getting Becky, Sasha, and Charlotte, and I can't see any way that Sasha doesn't go over.
True. No, that's 100% true.
Sense.
It would make sense.
I mean, any three of those women going over is fine with me.
True.
I have no problems with either of those ladies going over. Either of them can carry it. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's the wrong WrestleMania, buddy.
Yeah, well, no, you just keep vamping.
We'll fucking do shit right.
Well, stop fucking vamp, and I'm trying to get the thing going.
Well, What are you looking for?
I'm trying to find the highlighted WrestleMania. That's what I'm trying to find the word.
WrestleMania 32, dude.
No, really? No shit. Stop fucking. It's got to be highlighted somewhere, okay? And I'm trying
Not in the WrestleMania 20 Wikipedia page.
No, I mean, like, there's got to be a WrestleMania highlight in thing. You guys suck.
No pressure. Hurry up. Hurry up. Yeah, people are waiting.
Dead air.
Dead air.
Dead air.
Come on.
Dead air. Dead air.
Do it better. Do it better. Do it better.
All right, hold on. There we go. Got it.
Okay, you're okay now?
We're good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, all the way down.
This can't be it.
All the way down.
There you go.
There you go.
my
All
God.
right. Hey.
Wow, we've only got 4 matches
So
so far,
far.
and I think we've talked about every single one.
Well, no, we haven't talked about Dean Lesnar and Dean.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going to happen.
See,
That's what I'm
we
saying.
got to see what's going. Well, I don't know. I think they're going to still have their all, because you know what? That's something that needs to come to a head between those two.
Brock Lesnar and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
So that's going to finish out that little chapter.
You know who wins that?
Regardless of what happens on that Saturday pay-per-view, I
Yeah.
think that's still going to go on, and
Yeah.
maybe Dean will go. No, because oh God, I hate this writing.
Yeah.
There is no way on God's green earth that Brock Lesnar loses in a fucking no-holds-barred street fight to anybody on walking God's green earth.
He has to.
Unless there's some help from the outside, which it is,
He has to.
No DQ.
Yeah.
So I
There's
could see
no-
maybe
Brock
Roman.
Lesnar loses, absolutely.
Brock Lesnar is a legit fighting.
That doesn't
machine.
matter anymore.
It doesn't
They're
make sense.
They're fading Brock Lesnar away from the main title picture. He has to lose. I don't care how he loses
Is he
in that
heading
match.
back to the MMA?
No, but they're trying to get him away from the. Let's face it. Why? How is Brock Lesnar not in the main match for the title right now? Why? Because they're trying to write him away from that.
Ooh, wait a minute.
What? What'd you say?
Well, maybe if Dean gets that belt on that Saturday, then it would be Brock and Dean for the belt.
True, but what do you do with Roman and Triple H?
Yeah,
That means nothing now.
I don't
It
know.
means nothing now anyway. I mean,
We all know Reigns is going over,
but
that's the problem. Like, this is predictable.
Yeah.
I guarantee, I predict that these are probably going to be the lowest buy rates for this pay-per-view in a long time, since the one we saw a couple of years ago when we all swore that we weren't going to buy pay-per-views. It was Shawn Michaels was in it. That was the last one he was
Shawn
in.
Michaels, I think it was the last one I think we bought was if I was not mistaken, it was either the first or second match with The Undertaker. I can't remember which one it was, but that WrestleMania was fucking awful.
Really?
The only thing that was great about was the Undertaker match.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then I decided, okay, I'm fucking streaming it from now on.
It was the first one, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and
We actually paid for it. We're like, we're not paying.
Oh,
yeah, we paid like $50,
that's
$60
rough.
for it.
I think I remember you telling me about that, actually.
It left such a bad taste in our
When I
mouth.
was living in Charlotte.
It was a Raw.
Yeah.
I mean...
Sunday Night Raw.
But I don't know what they're going to do. Like, if...
But this is all predictable.
Well, no, what I'm saying... Hey, you're a worker, right?
Yeah.
Card is subject to change. Right? Yep. Always.
Yep.
It is 100%. It is.
Yeah.
But the rules are a little different when you're selling a multi-million billion-dollar fucking industry.
I understand.
I mean, you're trying to sell out WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
match
not
going to change unless there's a fucking emergency.
What
the
match?
ladies?
The ladies match?
People couldn't see what you were pointing at.
Yeah, I'm pointing at it. Like, you guys at home can fucking know what I'm doing. Yeah, the ladies
Maybe
match?
if we start streaming eventually.
Yeah. The ladies, no, the ladies isn't going to change. But what I'm saying, I mean, I guess, because I don't know what's going to happen, but I know what probably should happen, maybe that's why I'm a little more disappointed. I know what should happen to make it really interesting, but I don't think that's going to happen, which makes me disappointed.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, predictability. Yeah. Everybody knows that Sasha's going to go over. Everybody knows that, ideally Dean should go over, okay? Yeah. Shane McMahon should go over, okay, because it makes sense.
Makes sense.
And Roman Reigns is going to go over because it makes sense. So right there is 4 matches that we pretty much know the fucking outcome for. Everybody's going to go into this pay-per-view like with a home attitude, and I guarantee you there's not going to be a lot of wide pan shots of WrestleMania.
It's going to be a lot of empty seats.
There's going to be a lot of fucking empty seats in the nosebleeds.
Yeah.
A lot. And you're not going to get
that's a big stadium, though. I mean, I don't know if I'd blame that on interest.
Because every WrestleMania, they ooh, attendance record of this, that, and the other. I'm wondering if they're going to pull that this year.
They can't. They're not going to sell it out.
They're not going to sell it out, but at the same time, wasn't the Super Bowl in Dallas this year?
No, Super Bowl was in, I believe, San Diego.
Was the Super Bowl ever in the new stadium?
Yes.
How close did they get?
I don't know if they sold it out, but
I will find out.
But
keep banning.
Speaking of WrestleMania and everything, we actually have a special happening on WrestleMania Sunday as well.
Yes, we do.
It is our 50th show.
Our big 5-0.
Yeah.
5-0.
We actually made it to 50 shows, folks. We never thought we were going to make it past 6.
50 shows. That'll be our WrestleMania show. That will be posted before WrestleMania goes live. We'll record it earlier in the day, and then I'll post it before WrestleMania goes live.
We're hoping to have a couple of guests that we will be contacting within the week.
We're hoping to have people on and people to talk to and people to pick their brains and stuff like that.
The past guests and stuff.
I don't think Jerry World has held it.
No?
I don't think so.
I thought they did.
I thought they did too, but it does not look like it.
No, it's not on there.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Houston, but not...
Reliant Stadium.
That's Reliant. No, that's the Texans.
Yeah.
All right. But still, I mean, getting over 100... First off, over 100,000... The Dallas Stadium is big, but that's still not the biggest stadium in North America. The biggest stadium, or in the United States, I should say, the biggest stadium is the Big House, and that's in Michigan. And that holds about 110,000.
Holy shit, that's a college stadium.
Yeah. It's Michigan.
Still, I mean, it's college.
It's Michigan.
College football.
College football, baby.
That's like a religion, isn't it?
It is.
In Michigan, it is.
Only a certain part. Like, you go down into, like, Texas, football is a fucking religion.
Hell yeah.
It is a religion down there.
Hell yeah. Do you have a show coming up?
Does.
I believe it's March 20th.
Yes, that'd be correct. March 20th.
The day before Easter.
Well, I was gonna get. I was.
He's setting his mind right. He's got to set it up in here.
It can't be the day before Easter. March 20th is a Sunday.
Oh, wait, the 27th is Easter.
Okay.
Sorry.
The week before.
The week before Easter.
Palm Sunday.
Palms up!
Palms up!
Maybe I should come out with palms. Just start throwing them at people. See if they get the joke.
Well, we do a...
Do.
you do a bit of a religious gimmick there anyway, so you should pontificate a bit about Easter and what it means.
Put it next to my mouth. I want to pontificate. Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
March 20th at the Ace Arena. I'm sorry, the Morgan Jr. Arena in Wallington, New Jersey, which is 67 Hathaway Street. We are, the Fallen Angels will be in attendance. Don't know who we're working yet, but we're gonna be there. It's gonna be a good time.
Nice.
So
excellent.
Check it out, aceprowrestling.com. You also could you'll be on our Facebook. I'm not good at.
You're a lousy salesman.
And this is what happens when you don't have a manager, folks.
You're a lousy salesman. See? I love you though.
They're floundering.
I'm not floundering.
They're floundering without me.
Not floundering.
You are.
I am not.
When was the last time you updated the Facebook page?
What Facebook page? Which one?
Your Facebook profile. Have you done?
I'm never on that one.
Have you done an invite for the thing that you're doing?
No, I have not.
This is what's happening. Go ahead. But don't mind me. But other than that, I think we're good for this. We were up to 42 minutes. So,
you want a time limit or something?
Well, I like to keep it about 40 minutes.
He always does that to us. I mean, are you?
That's why you hired me.
Hired? You getting paid?
Yeah, in hopes and dreams.
You get hired in being able to interview people like
JR.
True statement. JR.
That in itself was worth the fucking price of admission. Anyway,
I want to tell that story again.
We don't have to.
Yes, we do. Because Big Dick, at the end of the day, decided to go to JR's table, and he manned up, and he was just going to ask JR for 10 minutes of his time or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was 10 minutes.
He's about to roast you, right?
Yeah, what's about to happen?
I'm not about to roast him. Straight up. And the thing is that JR was so fucking tired.
He was exhausted.
He had a line that did not stop the entire day.
We were there from like 8 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, I believe.
And he had a line the entire time.
Yeah,
line the entire time, people signing on. I mean, and the thing is, he didn't just do that. He actually had to do a Q&A.
Yeah.
He had to get, I mean, like, he
was tired.
He was wiped, okay? And he did not, under any circumstances, have to give us any time of his day.
Nope.
And the moment when I know that Big Dick is about to interview JR, he puts on, like, you see him talking, and then JR kind of gets up, slides it out, and you can't see what they're saying, but all of a sudden Big Dick his back straightens like he was just snapped to attention, turns to me and gives me the nod, right? Like, oh shit, this is happening. And from then on, it's like Cloud 9. He was just kind of strutting over, like,
strutting over to the table.
I don't think me and Dante have ever cleaned a table so fucking fast in our life, right? Because we were kind of
fucking JR's coming.
Quick, God's coming.
God's coming.
Yeah, but I mean, we had bottles hanging over. We had some food, and
it was pristine. From the 5 seconds it took me to walk from his table to ours, it was pristine.
Yes.
So.
And he gave us a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, and he didn't have to.
He did not have to.
But just a really professional man. I'm really, really honored to have met him and to have at least spoken to him for the short time that I did.
And the time that we got to sit with Big Sal too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So, are you kidding me?
That was some gold.
Let's have him come back on our show just to shoot the shit. What about fucking let's do a 50. For 50, let's do a cheap seat. See if we can get Sal to come up and watch WrestleMania.
You guys can talk all video games and stuff. Oh, speaking of, real quick, didn't you guys just play a game the other day that you would just really wish you could have 4 hours of your life back?
Yeah.
Give your review of the game that you guys
so
played.
Here's the review.
They need the name first.
It's a game called Black Desert Online. It's an MMO that was just released this past Thursday, and I was really excited for it. It looked really, really fun, fantasy based, action combat, really looked good. The problem with it, and there are many, is that they explain precisely nothing to you, and there's so many systems in this game that getting no tutorial is based. Like, I can be thrown to the wolves. But it's at this point where I'm doing stuff and I don't even know why I'm doing it. And I don't even know why I'm getting certain things out of the systems because I don't know what I'm doing. So it's set up like a mobile game in which you have, I'm not kidding, you have a set amount of energy. And if you run out of that energy, you can't do certain things like craft or do certain conversation pieces and shit like that. If you want more energy, there's certain things you can do, but you can buy it from the in-game cash shop.
Oh, screw that.
Yeah. In-game cash shop. Now, the combat system is great.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I love the combat system. However, on the other side of that coin, the combat system is almost too easy because nothing was really fighting back.
To be fair, we only got to like a level 12, okay? But the stuff that we were fighting was genuinely not fighting back. And even if they did, they barely hit me. I would nuke these guys in 2 seconds. It wasn't even close. I'm taking out groups of fucking goblins that are holding fucking swords and shit, and I can kill them in one hit.
Yeah. There's the... and the quests that go along with it.
Quests.
I'm going to use quotation marks. Quests. Now, if you play an MMO, you usually get a quest that says, hey, I need you to go out and kill like 20 of these things. Or
people who play World of Warcraft or
they know
exactly what a quest is.
For those who don't, you'll get a quest that says, okay, I need you to go out and kill 20 boars.
Yeah.
Or I need you to go get 20 boar haunches.
Yeah.
And
whatever, yeah.
So you got to go out and just farm these things. Now, the things that we had to kill were like 3 wolves. And then your quest is done.
Yeah. And I can, for perspective, I can kill 3 wolves with 1 spell. And then I just go back.
Yeah.
I didn't understand.
It takes longer to walk to the area that has the wolves than it does to kill them.
We played 4 hours of this game, and half the time was us trying to figure shit out, and the other half was walk into the places that we needed to get to.
And I don't know why we were walking there.
I couldn't tell you anything about the story.
If you were to give me $1 million quiz and to be like, hey, if you answer these questions right about this game, I will give you $10 million.
Yeah.
I would feel very sad because
I'm out $10 million.
I'm out $10 million.
I'm out $10 million. I didn't understand any of the story. The voice acting is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay? It's Korean based, so I expected the voice acting to be terrible, and it was fine. But Jesus fucking Christ. What a fucking travesty that game was. It was rough.
It was. And we had such high hopes for it because the world... His world is huge. Huge. Yeah. I mean, like, and there's no fast travel. So it legitimately feels like an epic adventure.
Yeah.
Because let's say you had to go from one side of the continent to the other. That's a 4-hour trip.
Yeah.
You're gonna be at your computer for 4 hours. And I can respect that.
Yeah.
But, because...
Like we said, the pieces were all there. They just weren't tied together.
No. It's honestly, if you look at reviews, it's the greatest sandwich that you've ever had. Like, all the good parts of a sandwich, but you have to go to, Minnesota for the bread. You had to go to Arkansas for the bacon. You want mayo, you're going out to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And then you have to come back to Jersey to put it all together.
Yeah.
And it really, it's just, it's not worth it.
You get to the point where you're like, you know what? It gets frustrating.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm doing it. Yeah. And I barely know how to do what I'm doing already.
Yeah. And there was times where I got a quest, and me and Big Dick are doing the same fucking thing.
The same thing. We haven't changed. Yeah,
we don't. Yeah, we do get the same quest from the same guys, kill the same fucking thing, and I'll get quests that he doesn't have, and he's like, "Well, how'd you get that?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yeah. So it's called Black Desert Online. Don't fucking play
it. Save your money.
And with that, we're going to wrap it up. I'm Big Dick Gideon for Dante.
Right.
And for Kryim.
That's me.
And we'll talk to you all next week.
Later.
Bye, guys.